So if ICE were to conduct like a massive dragnet campaign like they did at the inception point of this kind of resistance, they would be met with tremendous response from the community. People would show up in massive numbers, and ICE would perhaps not be able to successfully conduct said raid.
Their job. They wouldn't be able to do their job. Sure. I like how he twists the words around, like making it seem like they're doing something bad when they're just doing their job.
You hate them, right? You hate the protesters, right? I mean, what is this doing, right? It's actually, it's illegals, right? Or it's transgenders. Wow, it's transgender illegals, actually. They're just angry that they're not getting bottom surgery.
Why aren't you showing the whole clip? Why are you explaining what she says? Maybe because, I don't know, maybe you are completely taking her words in a different context. Or you just twisting her words in how you perceive them in your biased opinion.
Do you condemn the violence? Yes, I condemn the violence of ICE ripping apart families. Yes, I think it's unimaginable. It's unique. It's cruel. It's unjustifiable violence.
We're gonna work. It's a nuanced topic. I don't think it's that black and white. Because on one hand, these people are illegally there, right? On the other hand, yes, it is cruel. Yeah, it is cruel. Just because it's somebody's father or somebody's mother, that doesn't exclude them. That doesn't like give them a reason for them to not be included under the law.
Cops on the ground make no distinction between protester, press, National Lawyers Guild, legal monitors, people who are distributing aid, field medics. They literally shoot them all. They do not care. As a matter of...
Okay. And we're just supposed to believe you. Right? That's the thing. We're just supposed to believe you. All these statements, we're just supposed to believe that. Alright, where's the evidence? Like, if you're right, show the evidence. Show the clip. What's good, Kingdom? Yo, welcome to a video that should have been made earlier. Alright, so I don't remember what video I said that I didn't know anything about Hasan, right? That I saw one like video where he talked to what's his face? It was like a podcast from Devon, or I think he's called. I didn't know about him. I was not aware of his disgusting things that he believes in and that he promotes. But I never really watched any of his videos, right? I've never watched his videos. I've seen some clips here and there, and I watched like I don't know, Tectone, Asmongold, and all those people, Noktaku, like talk about him in like a very negative way, a negative light. And I like to actually explore and see for myself instead of just believing whatever other people say. Obviously, you know, he has a lot of content and a lot of clips where he says something very outrageous, out of context perhaps, or in context, who knows. But you know what? I thought the best way to get to know this guy is just watch one of his recent videos. So yeah, this video, he uploaded this 7 days ago. It's called "Why is the Media Like This?" So I'm assuming they're gonna be talking about the protests or whatever, riots, however you want to call them. And yeah, he's gonna criticize the media. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, make sure to join the Discord so you can link me some videos that I definitely should react to. All right. Anyway, let's hop into the Hasan video. Almost feels dirty saying it. All right, here we go.
Homan also telling me that those ICE raids and arrests will continue.
Why are my subtitles see-through? What the fuck?
Night after night here in Los Angeles and elsewhere in the country, and that likely means more protests. And I wanted to give folks at home a sense of what we talk about when we speak of these non-lethal or less lethal rounds. This is one of those spongy rounds that's typically fired on the ground. It sprays out at the legs of protesters. This is a 40-millimeter rubber-tipped round. Now, these are designed to hurt, but they're not designed to maim or to kill protesters. George.
Okay, Matt, thanks very much.
Thank God he said that, because this. Where is the clip? I can't believe Aaron Burnett actually literally said these were actually tossed by protesters at the media.
What people in the crowd have been firing at the ground. Those caused some of the explosions.
What?
Like a foam thing. You can smell the explosive on it. That causes the police to immediately respond.
That is just made, like, she's literally lying. That is the shell of the 40 millimeter rounds that they're firing into the crowds. It is insane. Ironically enough, the very same people that she's defending here ended up detaining another CNN journalist later that night. Once again, the media is so predisposed with defending the police that if she was fired upon by those things that she's pointing to, that means the cops fired it at her. But she can't say that because in her mind, it's like, no, the police are good here. Their presence are good. They're
Yeah, because they are. We can see the footage, dude. Like, there's so much footage out there of people being violent, people destroying shit, people lighting cars on fire. Like, and all they do is shoot rubber rounds? You're lucky, dude. You're lucky, dude. Swear to God. Holy, man. You're lucky you are protected by the Constitution. You're so fucking lucky about that, dude. Like, it's crazy to me how anyone can defend these, like, riots. Like, oh, yeah, but the premise and the reason why we are doing these riots are good. Okay. Then why are you putting cars on fire? If the idea of this protest is to make people or the government reconsider, you know, something about these ICE raids, right? Because I think that's what the reason is why they are doing these protests. I'm no genius, okay? I never claim to be. But if I would like to persuade or convince somebody to change their regime or ideas or whatever, morals, values, I would not burn down their car or break into some random shop that happens to be there or destroy government property to make rocks and throw it at cops. You know? Like, I could be in the wrong here, you know? Maybe that's completely logical to do. I don't know. I don't protest. I think they're worthless. I think they're a waste of time. Alright? I think it only destroys any credibility most of these causes actually have in the first place. So, yeah. Hey, let the expert political streamer say what he has to say.
force for good. So even when she's being fired upon by the cops, she's like, yeah, these other protesters have been doing it. Clinton News Network, dude. CNN, fake news, lying again. What's actually wild about this isn't even the fact that, like, she's lying at the behest of the cops, but she's also dropped even self-preservation at this point. Like, she's not saying don't believe your lying eyes. She's saying don't believe my lying eyes. I cannot believe she said that. Yeah, I watched the LAPD shoot these directly at the protesters and saw multiple protesters wounded by them. 0 protesters were shooting rubber bullets at the police.
I mean, it could be that she was just ill-informed. Possible. It could be propaganda, like he's insinuating here. That's also very possible. But yeah, that's very stupid. If she is wrong about this, it's very dumb. But hey, what do you expect? You know, CNN or any like news outlet nowadays, like they don't fact check anything. They just want news as soon as humanly possible. So like actually like checking any facts or whatever is most of the time the not really the main focus, right?
The notion that they're like actually using these and the grenade launches, like the protesters are using these in the grenade launches, is pure and utter fantasy. I was watching you and some other news source at the same time yesterday, literally as you and others were being shot at in the crowd. The other news sources saying the troops are pushing forward so far. No shots have been fired at the exact same time that you were getting shot at. Yeah. Here, this is the CNN reporter that they detained.
CNN?
It's time to escalate.
Wait 1 second, John. Hold on. I want to. Jason, what's going on? I hear you. Am I seeing Jason Carroll being? What happened, Jason?
I am being detained. Laura. I'm not being arrested. Correct, officers?
Did you hear what he told you?
No.
We're letting you go, but you can't come back.
Okay.
Because then if you come back, then you go.
Okay.
Okay, please.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, officer.
Take care. You too. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
What happened, Jason?
If you guys can still hear me, what happened was, Yes.
I'm Chris with the New York Times. We got video of you guys.
Oh, you did?
If you need it later,
thank you.
call New York Times.
I appreciate that.
I can hear you still, Jason. What's happening?
So here's what happened, Laura. The officer, I was called over, and the officer told me to put my hands behind my back. I said, am I being arrested? He said, you were being detained. I was walked out of the area. They took down my information.
Oh, I'm losing his IFB right now. I can't hear you, Jason. John Miller.
Bro's thanking the officer for almost arresting him. Thank you for detaining me, officer. You're so brave.
No, he's thanking him for doing his job and not hurting him, being a good person. And yeah, that's a bad thing to say because, cops should, be, following the law and not like unnecessarily hurt people, right? But it's still a normal human response to thank them for, being treated right. Like, I don't know why he got arrested or detained or whatever. But the manner of how it happened was very smooth and very efficient and very humane. And that's partially because he was not struggling against it. All right? If the police says you should fuck off, you fuck off, right? And obviously, if all these protesters did that, there wouldn't be any protest, right? So they won't do that, and then they are surprised that they start, attacking them. Because guess what? They're breaking a law or multiple laws. Standing on a highway, blocking traffic, that's breaking the law. It's not, oh, but we're just peaceful protesters. Oh yeah, why don't you do that on, I don't know, the stoop, the sidewalk? Why are you on a highway? Like, that's the disconnect that these people have. Like, they think they are in the right because their cause is, in their opinion, good, right? So whatever they do, that's good. Whatever it is that they have to do to accomplish it, that's good. That's how delusional these people are, that they believe that just because they have a cause that they think is a good cause, right? Everything they do is good. Oh, the police, they are working against us, so we fight back. That's good. That is patriotic or whatever. Like, I don't know, I'm not American. I'm not a fucking retard. Like, it just, I don't know. It's just very stupid.
This is one of the main government buildings in downtown LA. Earlier on, it was being guarded by police and sheriff's deputies. Then the National Guard moved in, and the real anger is being directed towards them because these people, the protesters who are filling this plaza, believe that troops have no place on the streets of LA.
National Guard, LA!
But the president sent them anyway, he says, to restore law and order.
Yeah.
Now he's preparing to bring in...
Because they're breaking down the city. Now you can say, oh, but most of them aren't. Okay, even if most of them aren't, why aren't most of them not retaliating towards the people ruining their whole thing? Making sure that they can do the protest without having the fucking military show up so you can do your protest in peace like you want. Right? You want a peaceful protest, right? You want to be heard. You want to have a regime change. You want to be, you want to change something. Why aren't you holding accountable the retards that are destroying your whole fucking thing? That are throwing rocks at cops. That are destroying cars and burning cars. Breaking in and looting shops. Like, why aren't you holding those accountable? Oh, I know. Because you're bitches. Yeah, that's why. That's why. You're like, oh, well, I'm not with them. So I don't need to do anything against them. Guess what? Guess what the overall perception is when there's a riot or protest going on where all these fucking like terroristic things are happening, like burning cars, throwing rocks at cops, looting stores. What do you think the public perception is of this protest? Just because you're not doing the things that, you know, they are doing, you are affiliated. You are part of that group. So why aren't you holding those people accountable for their actions and work with the cops to get those guys out so you can do your protest? Or are you going to defend them as well? Because you're already defending criminals anyways. So I wouldn't be not afraid. I wouldn't be surprised if you were also fully prepared to defend those criminals that are looting, breaking cars, throwing rocks, all that. Like, it's so, like, this whole thing is so disconnected. Like, if your goal is to have this protest, right? That's fine. You're allowed to protest. That is not against the law. But every law you break in the protest is still a law broken. Like, how is that not computing in these people's minds?
California Governor Gavin Newsom posted these pictures of soldiers sent here now sleeping on the floor, calling them pawns in Trump's political game playing. The LA mayor agrees.
We didn't need the National Guard. Why on earth? What are they going to do? Do you know what the National Guard is doing now? They are guarding 2 buildings. So they need Marines on top of it? I don't understand.
Yeah, the real reason why they're bringing this in, by the way, here's the rub. What's taking place right now in Los Angeles is not about the protests. Okay, there's a couple different reasons why they're doing this. Obviously, they want to invoke some kind of response and use Los Angeles, a obvious blue city, deep blue city, as a testing ground for implementing authoritarian principles. They are testing the reaction from the public and then using the public reaction that they created after some of these ICE raids were conducted to create just cause for military intervention. But the actual additional reason for...
So you're telling me Trump wanted those protesters to burn down cars? That was his plan. His plan was that the protesters would behave like animals and destroy public property, loot stores, and put cars on fire. Okay. Okay, sir. Maybe you should take off that tinfoil hat.
Military deployment here is not because of the protests. Everybody understands that, I hope. I hope you understand that as well. They don't want to get the Marines to shoot Los Angelinos yet. What they want to do, however, is offer military support to federal agencies like ICE when they are conducting the raids, because they know that right now everyone is on high alert. Everyone's on high alert. So if ICE were to conduct like a massive dragnet campaign like they did at the inception point of this kind of resistance, they would be met with tremendous response from the community. People would show up in massive numbers, and ICE would perhaps not be able to successfully conduct said raid.
Their job. they wouldn't be able to do their job. Sure. I like how he twists the words around, like making it seem like they're doing something bad when they're just doing their job. Now, you might think that the laws or the rules are unjust. Sure. Sure. But at the end of the day, you didn't vote enough. Alright? Like, just because there's laws in place that like disagree with your morals and values, that doesn't mean you get to destroy the city. Alright? Like, do you think the right wings were doing that when all these like trans bullshit came up? Or other ideologies or like morals or things that like conflict with their morals and values? Were they also going to the streets and destroying houses, cars, I mean, destroying pavements to throw rocks at the cops? No, they weren't. They waited, then they voted, and then they won. It's a democracy for a reason. If you want change, you vote. And if you're not winning in the majority, you lost. Okay? Like, how is that so difficult to understand?
Manpower, and they're pussies. So what they want to do is use the military to defend ICE. Use the federalized National Guard.
And why is that? Why do they want to defend ICE? Oh, right. First, they needed to actually conceal their faces because they got doxxed. And their families got endangered by fucking lunatics. Because some people couldn't accept that these people were just doing their jobs. Right? And then they started attacking ICE agents while doing their jobs. Gee, I wonder why they want military enforcement. I wonder. Wow, what a crazy concept.
To defend ICE as they are conducting those operations, because within the legal confines of LBJ deploying the National Guard to defend the protesters, I believe there were federal envoys in those protests as well. So there was just cause for the state National Guard to be deployed and become federalized, just like those federal agents, like ICE agents, are still federal agents. Those dipshits are sleeping on concrete for $30K a year while the pigs next to them are sleeping cozy with their fat union checks and pensions. I'll be so salty about being there. Yeah, but that salt actually reflects a more militant response, I think. That's what I was joking about yesterday when I was like, these guys seem really angry, and that's probably because they don't get a good night's sleep because they're sleeping on concrete, you know?
Rihanna's dad was among them. He'd lived here illegally for over 10 years.
Okay, well, that's it. He was illegal. Boom. Out of the country. You had 10 years to become legal. Oh, it wasn't possible because you entered illegally? Oh. Ah, too bad, man. So bad. So bad, man. Wow, I feel so terrible. I feel so terrible that you broke into a country and now you're getting thrown the fuck out because you're illegally there. Wow, I feel so terrible for that. Wow, what a... Whew, so terrible.
My father got deported 2 days ago. Unfortunately, he wasn't here to celebrate my birthday. So I'm here protesting for him and 2 of my uncles that were deported.
Oh, you have a father and 2 uncles that were illegally there. Wow, what a surprise. You're next, girl.
So I stand here today for my family.
I stand here for today because my dad and uncles were illegal immigrants and they got what they deserved. And that is getting thrown out of the country because they were illegally here. But I'm still very sad because I miss my dad, which is totally valid.
To get free and get freedom for everyone else who was affected.
Everyone says LA is an immigrant city, and it is. You go to Chinese restaurants, they have Hispanic workers in the back. You know, you go to the clothing companies, they have Hispanics working. Like, this is our city, and we have to stand here and defend it.
Oh, this is the problem. This is the problem with these people, man. The USA is a combination of a bunch of different different religions, different cultures, different morals, different values, different people. But the majority of non-white people, right? Obviously, there's definitely some white people groups that, you know, are very racist. That's bad, right? But a lot of these communities and like activists that are non-white, they always preach about supremacy or the suppression or whatever, right? But if they would just, you know, live together in harmony, right? You know, call themselves Americans, because that's what they are. Because you live in the goddamn America, right? Just like here, I live in the Netherlands. My best friend, he is Moroccan, but he is Dutch. All right, he is Dutch. He speaks Dutch. He grew up here. Like, he literally got born here. Like, he is Dutch. All right, like, it's just so weird to me that these people are so like, oh, I live in America, but I'm Mexican. No, the fuck you're not. You are where you live. You are where you grew up. That's what you are. You are a United States citizen. You're not a Mexican, dude. You're not. You've never lived in Mexico. You don't even speak Spanish. Like, sure, if you are an immigrant from Spain, or not Spain, Mexico. My bad. Mexico, right? Then sure, call yourself Mexican. But why would you want to call yourself Mexican when you are living in the United States? This is like taking your partner's name in marriage, dude. You marry this girl, or you marry this guy, and you take her or his name. I don't know, man. It's so dumb. Like, they are so proud of a country that they do not want to go back to. Like, it's so delusional, dude.
As dusk fell, the crowds thinned. Demonstrators backed into a corner of downtown LA known as Little Tokyo. A city known for its sporting prowess, for multiculturalism and a long history of resistance movements.
You know, Bob and Brooke, earlier we were at the Apple store. We were at the Adidas store. Both.
Here we are. Here it is. There it is, dude. Ah, the vicious loading.
Both of them looted the glass.
Fuck the local news, man. I hate local news, yo.
Shattered, a lot of things stolen. And they're big companies. They'll take a hit. But it is the small, the mom and pop businesses that have also been looted that are heartbreaking. Joining me now live, Nimat, his daughter Sheila. They've been in the jewelry business, Nathan's Jewelers, since 1987 here on South Hill. And we're going to show you the shattered glass in just a moment. Nimat, I mean, you have tears in your eyes.
Yeah.
Of what they've done to your business.
What they done to my business? I don't know. I have to go inside see what's going on. I don't know what they done to business. Why these people come to downtown? They go to somewhere.
Now, surely he can defend this, right? Surely he can defend people looting this jewelry store, stealing these very not priceless, very valuable items. Surely he's not gonna defend this, right?
Out of the city limits, and they scream at what they want to do. Why they come here?
We also have video of other stores that were looted overnight. There were reports, Sheila, of up to 100 looters at a time at a jewelry business.
Crazy. Very crazy, very sad, very terrible.
And your dad works really hard. I'm sure you work really hard too. This is a small family-owned business, and there's no insurance.
No.
Bro, they are literally, the media are such sharks. I swear to God. Look, obviously, this kind of is completely unacceptable. There are opportunists around that take advantage of like the destabilization that's taking place. Wait, they said trans looters? What?
That is 1 week is a riot, and people of the transgender or other things, and they close the business, and nobody.
I mean, that could be his perception of the lift. That could be the case. I mean, he is definitely not very well spoken in English, so he could just misunderstand or like not understand the differences between them, because he just associates them with left or like the people that are advocating for these riots or protests, right? So I don't think you should take his word that critically, because he definitely doesn't have a firm understanding of English.
But you can't come inside. Another day, something else. Another day, something else.
I mean this in the nicest way possible because I don't believe in a mandate to speak English in America, but I feel the conservatives would think this guy needs to be deported too.
What? If he's illegal, yes. But if he's not, why should he be deported?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. The conservatives would then also simultaneously point to how he's transphobic as a reason for why he must be deported. Because remember, conservatives hate when like brown people exhibit the same conservatism. This lady is such a vicious little shark here, okay? You hate them, right? You hate the protesters, right? I mean, what is this doing, right? It's actually, it's illegals, right? Or it's transgenders. Wow, it's transgender illegals, actually. They're just angry that they're not getting bottom surgery.
Why aren't you showing the whole clip? Why are you explaining what she says? Maybe because, I don't know, maybe you are completely taking her words in a different context. Or you just twisting her words in how you perceive them, in your biased opinion. Roll the clip. Roll the clip. If she said that, that's bad. Bad journalism. All right, journalists should be somewhat how do you say it? Unbiased. Show the clip. Roll the clip. Do it.
After coming here from Guatemala to invade.
Fetterman said that.
He didn't. What a fucking coward, dude. Wow. Am I as petty yet? Yeah, I'm petty enough. I'm gonna look up this video. And I got the clip, chat. Here we go.
Stores have been looted overnight with some arrests made as officers fought off some of those suspects. We know overnight the Adidas store, a jewelry store, the Apple store, a shoe palace, 2 dispensaries, and 2 pharmacies have been broken.
I'm not gonna say it, chat. I'm not gonna say it, but I have a feeling that a certain demographic of people were guilty of this. I didn't realize I did not have the right clip. It is. Why did I click this one? I meant to click this. Chat, I'm losing it. Yeah, this is the video. Fuck me. I'm sorry, chat. I'm stupid. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Hey, one thing though, I'm glad that he said that, you know, he doesn't agree with looting. Because, I mean, at least he's honest. Hopefully. I don't know. Okay.
How is this going to affect your family?
Really bad. Really bad. People are stupid.
Although, if you have a jewelry business and you are not insured, you're kind of stupid. You know, like, why aren't you not insured? If you own a business, you should have insurance for things like this. And especially if you sell jewelry, your ass can, you know, your ass can definitely, afford insurance. Let's be honest.
Stupid. What can you do?
And why target you? You have nothing to do with any of this.
I know. I know. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, Sheila. I'm sorry, Nimat. I hope the damage isn't too bad inside.
We live in San Bernardino. Chino Hills. It's far away to come in here. And we are scared to drive the car, comes in here, they damage the car. We took the bus at 2 o'clock and we came right now in here.
I hope the damage isn't too bad. Your business was one of many businesses that were looted overnight.
But I don't sell jewelry. I sell like custom jewelry, silver. You know, I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big fish.
You're not a big fish. Well, that's why it hurts even more, because you're not a big fish. You're not Apple. You're not Adidas. Right. And they're going to take a loss, too. Yeah. I'm so sorry for this. Multiple businesses. There were many arrests made. We're waiting.
Okay. I can conclude that Hasan definitely was twisting her words. Like, incredibly hard. Holy shit.
Vicious little shark here, okay? You hate them, right? You hate the protesters, right? I mean, what is this doing, right? It's actually, it's illegals, right? Or it's transgenders. Wow, it's transgender illegals, actually. They're just...
She didn't say any of that throughout the whole entire clip. That was not even an inch of a chance of her saying that. Like, God, man, I'm starting to believe all the stories, man. I'm starting to believe what people say about him.
Angry that they're not getting bottom surgery after coming here from Guatemala to invade.
Senator Fetterman said that your party loses the moral high ground when you guys refuse to condemn the violence that we're seeing in LA. What do you say to Senator Fetterman?
I mean, I think we should absolutely condemn the violence of ripping apart families, of ICE breaking the law.
Excellent. That is a certified classic Hasan style misdirection, okay? When someone goes like, oh, you support terrorism, and you go, I don't support Israel. What are you talking about? Israel is a terrorist entity, and I don't support that terrorism. Perfect. No notes. Oh, John Fetterman condemns the violence of the protests. Do you condemn the violence? Yes, I condemn the violence of ICE ripping apart families. Yes, I think it's unimaginable. It's unique. It's cruel. It's unjustifiable violence.
We're gonna work.
It's a nuanced topic. I don't think it's that black and white. Because on one hand, these people are illegally there, right? On the other hand, yes, it is cruel. Yeah, it is cruel. But sometimes, just because somebody's a father or a mother, shouldn't they go to jail for their crimes? Or in this case, go back to where they should be for their crimes? Like, just because it's somebody's father or somebody's mother, that doesn't exclude them. That doesn't like give them a reason for them to not be included under the law. That doesn't mean that they don't have to follow the law. You know, like, it is very like they're really playing with heartstrings when they say like, oh, these families are getting ripped apart. Well, then they should have thought about that before illegally entering the country. Like, this is a consequence of your action. The same thing goes with, oh, you decide to, I don't know, not the same severity, of course, but just an example. You decided to transfer some fucking, I don't know, some cocaine or whatever, right? You get caught. You go to jail. How can you put me to jail? I am a father, I'm a mother, I'm an uncle, I'm a this, I'm a that, Nobody fucking cares, dude. You broke a law. You broke a law, you got caught. Like, it's that simple. It might be cruel, but the law is the law. If we don't have laws, we would be nothing. People would just do whatever, and we would not have civilization whatsoever.
As a team to keep people safe. And again, as you pointed out, the number of bad actors proportionally are very small, but they have huge impact in the city. We're going to go after the bad actors, whether they get arrested in the last 4 days, whether they get arrested in the weeks or months to come. The advantage we have is that this is being filmed at probably a record level. We have more social media video of who is doing these bad acts than probably any other time in Los Angeles County history. So we're coming after the bad actors while still protecting the legitimate protesters.
That's such bullshit. They are not protecting the legitimate protesters. Cops on the ground make no distinction between protester, press, National Lawyers Guild, legal monitors, people who are distributing aid, field medics. They literally shoot them all. They do not care. As a matter of...
Okay. And we're just supposed to believe you. Right? That's the thing. We're just supposed to believe you. All these statements, we're just supposed to believe that. Alright, where's your evidence? Like, if you're right, show the evidence. Show the clip. Show the whatever, bro. Show the statements. Okay, maybe statements might not be very... No, show the video. Show the video. Show the video where they do not do that. And if they don't do that, then yeah, that's bad. But do all of them not do it? Because that's the same thing, right? That's the same thing, because there's good protesters and bad protesters. But there's only bad cops. Only bad cops. No good cops. No. There's no cops that do good. No. Both sides have their bad sides. Sure, I believe that the cops should have a better moral ground. I believe that they should act accordingly, right? But seeing how America literally educates cops and how little time you need to become one, I understand that they don't act accordingly. You know, like, most of these motherfuckers are just not trained well at all. Now, it's not an excuse, but it's a reason, right? And that is like another issue. Like, they should definitely like take more time to educate these cops on how to do their job properly, right? All cops bad, sure. Well, there's good protesters and bad protesters, but there's only bad cops. Get real, dude.
Matter of fact, I feel like they shoot so frequently at every single person that it almost feels as though, what the fuck is happening here, by the way? This is crazy.
He caught himself. He was about to say something very stupid. And then he switched topic real quick. Like saying, oh, well, I didn't see this before, even though it was on the screen the whole entire time.
It feels as though, oh my God, they're actually going to do a curfew. Oh my Lord. I feel like given that we are technically pressed, oh, they're arresting every single person, huh? Is that what's going on? They just like completely boxed them in? HSI pointing a rifle with lethal rounds?
To the federal building, and of course the vans get things.
What is he doing?
Okay, I don't know what this gentleman here is doing, but
well, and that's
what was that?
This is on
that's
a rooftop.
An actual rifle. No, it's on a
that's what I
elevated
thought.
platform, and that federal agent is pointing a rifle at somebody. That's
the guy in the yellow, I guess.
Yeah,
these two guys.
And you can see they're.
Bro, the dude in the yellow is taunting a motherfucker with a M4. That is, dude, that is crazy.
But they are the victims, right? Like I said, y'all literally are protected by the government, bro. If the government said, you know what, fuck it, we don't give a shit anymore, all of them motherfuckers could be dead in minutes, dude. Like, it's insane. Actually insane. But no, the cops are the bad guys.
Kind of taunting each other. You saw that federal law enforcement agent, wave his hands like, let's go. And that guy in the yellow doing the same thing. I mean, something escalated quickly to point, lethal munitions at that.
What? Dude, I hate the goddamn media, bro. The escalation is coming from the hopped up psychopath with a M4 that he's pointing at the motherfucking civilian, dude. The unarmed civilian. Are you insane? The escalation is not coming from the ground. Media, figure it the fuck out. They're taunting each other. The asymmetry that I am experiencing,
I have no knowledge about guns. If that was a real gun, then yeah, that's very, very bad. I don't see how you could ever defend this thing. They should not be pointing real guns at civilians, no matter how fucking retarded they are, okay?
I am seeing with my own two eyes is glaringly obvious. It is very strange to me that despite that asymmetry, the media is like, well, they're taunting one another after recognizing that that's an M4, that's lethal rounds.
Yeah, but a common sense person would not be taunting a dude with a fucking gun. Like, what are you expecting, dude? Like, what? He is still human, Just because you're trained, or, I don't know, I hope, trained individual, eventually, some of them can snap. Alright? Like, if you push buttons too much, shit explodes. Like, why the fuck are you taunting a cop with a gun, dude? Like, are you stupid?
That was intense there for a second. So I don't know what the conflict was with that person in the yellow, but that federal agent with the rifle there was not having it. And there's some fireworks now that we see going off too.
Maybe that's what that was about. But that can get even more dangerous when you're actually, we actually witnessed this. We saw him. You say that's a lethal weapon.
Yeah,
Mike.
yes,
that's an
absolutely.
actual. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
You can see the provocation happening right here, and then
there's some more tear gas.
Yeah.
And now what we've seen, we haven't seen it here, but
You wonder if those guys have on masks. When I say those guys, the agitators.
See, there he goes again, pointing it at him.
You think the problem here is the quote unquote agitators with masks? That's you take issue.
Yes, it is. They're already perceived as criminals. And then you're gonna taunt the cops or what is it, the army? I don't fucking know. A trained individual with a fucking gun? I'm sorry, bro. These people have no brains. Just because you're in the wrong doesn't mean that you should be pushing for the right thing. Are you stupid?
With protesters wearing masks and not the mask-wearing federal law enforcement agents who are brandishing and training their sights on American citizens.
Likely not. Likely they're just fucking also illegals. Because you can't catch them all if you all, stand together, right? No, that was unfair of me to say. I'll take that back.
Assume when she says the mask-wearing agitators, she means the law enforcement, right? Am I living in like upside down world? What the f is happening?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Am I living in an upside down world? Why are you defending like these illegal protests? Like what?
Is this bizarro world? Is this the alternative universe that we exist in where it's like up is down, wrong is right? Because without commentary, if you play this out on mute, this back and forth here, you're like, oh my God, a federal law enforcement agency officer who is masked is literally aiming a lethal weapon, an M4, directly at a Los Angeles citizen.
So I couldn't tell if that agitator did. I mean, you certainly law enforcement does. That's been kind of the name of the game for them, and that's something that they say they need to do to protect themselves and their identities. A lot of the protesters did, and I don't, John, if we can see that guy.
Oh, this is Santa Ana. Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah, but protesters, they wear masks too, because they don't wanna be identified either. So if they get caught doing a crime on TV or some stupid idiot streamer that streams the protest, that's him, by the way. He did that. And then get shown his face, and then I don't know, somehow his boss sees it. Guess what, bitch? You're done. But these people don't have jobs, let's be honest. How else are they on the streets, bro?
Santa Ana is not downtown. Well, regardless, it's insane. Like, what are the things that take precedent over human beings' lives at this point? Police feelings, police getting hit with like half-empty water bottles, police getting hit with any water at all, police being spooked by loud noises.
It doesn't matter what they hit the cops with, even if it's feathers. All right? You should not be doing that. You should respect authority. You should respect the people that enforce the law. They are just people doing their jobs. And just because you see them as an adversary, that doesn't mean that you can do whatever the fuck you want. I swear to God, man. Like, how delusional can one be? It's crazy. Like, he uploaded this voluntarily, bro. Like, somebody literally or like a editor or whatever, he uploaded this video thinking he's in the right, and people fucking love it, dude. 9K likes compared to 308 dislikes. Wait, 9K like 1.64 million? 9K? What? Okay, I'm sorry. That's pathetic. Anyway, 1.3 thousand comments. That's it. What? But anyway, I can talk. I'm a way smaller content creator. But whatever. Like, it doesn't matter what they throw at the cops. You shouldn't throw anything at the cops. All right.
Mark, this is all about optics. I've been thinking this for the last 72 hours, and it's become more and more obvious that the optics here are really the priority for all of these different agencies, our local departments, again, the higher ranks all the way up to the politicians. It's very apparent that they are in place and ready to take action to avoid some of the ugliest pictures that have been coming out in the overnight hours and earlier over the weekend.
New video just into out front of a car in Chicago moving through a protest. It appeared to push a few.
This happened
People getting fed up.
yesterday as well. We filmed this in LA
sign
too.
holders there in the protest in Chicago before then speeding away. So unclear exactly what we were seeing there. Also,
He's not doing the right thing, but I get it. You know, people are getting fed up. Especially people that care about being a decent human being, and they see these like animals behaving like complete lunatics, committing all sorts of crimes. Like, what's the point of being a good citizen if there's people like them just walking around like nothing? You know, I get it. I wouldn't do it, but I get why he did this. It's bad. I hope he gets arrested for it, because this was definitely intentional or first-degree murder attempts. But I get it. I understand why he did what he. Or I'm assuming it's a he. I don't know. I just said he. I always say he. Everyone's a he. But yeah, I understand why this person did it.
large protests underway in New York City, protesting Trump's deportations and the use of ICE officers with those ICE raids.
My worry is that there's going to be counter protesters. There's immediately in New York, there's counter protesters. This reminds me of that one kid who in New York, there were a bunch of people who were protesting outside of an ICE facility in New York. And this kid walked up to them and started talking to them about Palestine and shit. And the guys were like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? This is an ICE facility. We're protesting ICE kidnappings. And he's like, I don't know. I saw people with keffiyehs. So I got excited. And of course, there they are, the counter protesters. The optics of different flags, man. The optics of foreign flags.
Yep.
With parts of LA under curfew, 700 Marines to be deployed on Wednesday, Texas now sending in their National Guard, and more protests planned over the coming days. This is a crucial moment in Donald Trump's second term. It is a test of his presidential power and his mandate, and whether Republicans or Democrats win this argument about immigration, law and order, and democracy.
To some extent, people do like to see some action happening.
Yeah.
They're glad to see,
Correct.
an activist president after what we've had for the last several years.
Yeah.
Does he have a tendency to take that too far? Absolutely.
These guys drop the ball, Channel 4, when it comes to American politics so hard, it blows my mind. Why are you asking a Republican advisor about Trump's actions? Yes, he's a Liverpool fan. Great. It's so stupid. Like, yeah, of course he's gonna be like, yeah, he sometimes gets a little heavy-handed, but, his fascist takeover is actually really popular. It's not. There's not.
In your bubble, it isn't. A lot of people are liking what Trump is doing right now. And frankly, I wish we could do some more like that here too, man. Like it's going so far left. It needs to change, man. Like, we need to go back to neutral. I don't want a far right. I don't want a far left government. I want a neutral government that can provide aid and provide safety for both sides, that can satisfy them to a certain degree, or satisfy both sides to such a degree that both are satisfied and it can agree on policies and stuff. I want that. I want that back. I don't want the radical right or radical left government, man. I just want normacy, logically driven policies, and things that help out the average citizen. That's what I want. That's what I like to see. If it needs some extreme measures to achieve that, then that's what it is. All right, that's how it is. But yeah, that was the Hasan video. Wow. Yeah, no wonder nobody watches this video. Fucking hell, dude. 200k views 9K likes. Like, come on, dude. Let me see the rest of these videos. Hold on. Let me see what kind of views he gets normally. Remember, 1.64 million subscribers, all right? Here we go. This is an official YouTube channel. Will the US join the war? 272K views. The other one, 138, 283, 100, 600. Okay. 200, 400, 75. Oh, I thought it was 700. No, it's 75. Like, he is not pulling the views, dude. He is not. He's not. Like, for a channel with 1.64 million, he is not doing well. I don't know what is going on. Maybe the algorithm is not liking him or something. Or people just don't want to click on his face. I'm also a victim of that. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, that was my first and likely my last Hasan video, dude. Like, I went in this video, right? Not necessarily against him, but also not for him. I went in with a pretty unbiased opinion. Obviously, I have my own opinions. And we had some disagreements in some things. But even then, some things shouldn't be disagreeable, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. Yeah. That was Hasan video. Yeah. I think I've said enough in this video. What of you, chat? Let me know what you thought about this video, alright? Leave a like, subscribe, join Discord, send me videos that I should react to. That I should definitely react to. Hopefully not Hasan, but if you really want me to react to more Hasan, let me know. Because, I don't know. I don't think I will voluntarily do it. No. So yeah. Like, subscribe. That's about it. Take care, chat. Peace out.